Yeah, y'all know what time it is. Anytime when you hear the slow beat bringing and the music singing, it's your boy Big Vern doing this thinging. Aha! We had a great show lined up for you today. We talked some NBA. Chris Paul, he signs with the Clippers again. I don't know why. I don't know how that makes them better. Check that segment out. Then we talked some NFL. Shedeur Sanders, he's showing out at minicamp. Yeah, he's making all the haters eat their words. 2 days, this dude has thrown 6 touchdowns. He's clearly separating himself in that quarterback room. Find out what we think about that. Pivot, we talked a little boxing over the weekend. Clarissa Shields, she successfully defends her titles. A step-up fight in weight. I think she was fighting at 177. Google Gate, they predicted the fight as it would go. Lanny Daniels, she was a game tough opponent. A good outing for Clarissa. Find out what we think about that. Then we pivoted back to college basketball, talked some Arkansas basketball, the guys that they had coming in. Calipari, he's got a top 10 recruiting class for this year to compete in the SEC. We broke that down. You'll get our thoughts on that. And we're just going to go ahead and just stop at hip-hop news. Yep, stay off the weed. Glo-rilla. We'll get into it when we come back from a rap album. It's your boy, Big Vern. Give me a beat. It's your boy, Big Vern. Coming to you live from the App Stupid Studios. We got another rap album we pushing this month. Smoke DZA, On My Way to Berlin. In stores now. Get it where you legally consume music. Whether it's Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the LP is For FIF and Broadway. Ooh, my goodness. That song and Spaceships with Mike and Keys. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Then him and Dave East with Check. I'm a check. Oh wow. That whole setup, just everything, the schemes, the double entendres, them dudes is wild on the mic. Then Crimson, LV, Constructs, and Fourth Rope Heels. Woo. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 is my song. 10 out of 10 is my song. And an 11-11 with Dom Kennedy. Smoke DZA is playing no games. This LP On My Way to Berlin, trust me. Once you play, just let it play. Let it play. You're going to get there. It's your boy, Big Vern. Holla at us. Yeah. Like I say, Smoke DZA, On My Way to Berlin. Make sure you go ahead and cop it. It's going to be, like I said, it's one of my dope albums. It's one of our picks this month. We pitching it. Boy, July seems like it's pretty long, don't it? Like, I'm ready for August. I'm ready for August so much, so bad. All right. So, I'm not going to go ahead and delay this. Glo-rilla, she got arrested after someone broke into her house. Let me set the table. So, she was performing at the WNBA All-Star game this past weekend, like 2 weeks ago. And yeah, sis, do your thing, perform, go get that bag. Nobody's going to sit up here and begrudge you for going out and getting a bag. She was singing whatever she sings. I'm not dissing her and everything like that. I just don't know what she sings. So, yeah, that's one thing. Meanwhile, down in Atlanta, somebody broke into her house. Now, I know you've been seeing a lot of celebrities getting their houses broken into, yada, yada, yada. I was with y'all. I was just like, oh no, sis, somebody's breaking into her house. And I'm with you thinking that authorities, they responded to a call about a burglary at her home. And then they gave out her legal name, which I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that ever. This happened around 1:30 a.m. Now she's up in Indy. She's in Naptown. She's going to the club. She's doing appearances. Yeah, sis, make your money, make the rounds. The burglary, that wasn't cool. According to the sheriff's office, 3 suspects entered the home when she was not present to rob the residents. And they were deterred by an unidentified individual who opened fire on those 3 dudes. Wait, what? Come again. I'm not at home. I'm performing on the road, getting this money so I can get back to the crib in the ATL, rest up, chill out. Okay, cool. It's an unknown male, an unknown person. Let's just say persons, because it doesn't give out sexuality or biology. Unknown person opens fire on 3 burglars, and then they scatter. And then the dude the person who did the shooting, he gone too. So you had a shootout in your crib. I know, this is awful. This is awful, but there's a twist to this. So, once the police showed up to go ahead and look around, make sure nobody was in there, deleted, make sure the robbers wasn't still around, they went ahead and did some, like I said, did all the searching around, looking for the robbers, and then they stumbled upon her closet, which had a significant amount of marijuana. Yeah, a significant amount of marijuana, to the point where they had to call the dogs. The dogs found so much weed in there in her bedroom closet. And I'm like, wait a minute. We just went from a home invasion to it looked like people was coming to rob the plug. Sis, I don't know Glo-rilla. I'm sure she's a nice person. But sis, you sleeping in the stash house. No. Come on, shorty. Bosses don't sleep in the stash house. Bosses don't sleep in the come on now. You laying down in the cop spot. How? How? This is dumb. Glo-rilla was charged with possession of marijuana and possession of a controlled substance and voluntarily surrendered to Forsyth County and the authorities. Yeah, because like, where else is she going to go? Come on now. Where else is she going to go? Yeah, I'm going to turn myself in. I have a whole closet full of weed. Again, the robbers weren't coming there to rob. They was coming to re-up. And it sounds more like this was a deal that went south, because you have an unidentified person who bought a gun to your house. You might not know them, but then a shootout breaks out. They can't find the robbers. They can't find the shooter. They find the weed, and they find you. What new ninja rule is this? We show up to your house looking for the robbers, but we find the weed and lock you up. Never mind the thieves. Where'd you get all these drugs, shorty? I can't make this up if I tried. Since you sold 2.5 million albums in this country, you do stadiums and millions of dollars in tours. Why the hell are you sleeping in the re-up spot? That's how I know most of these guys ain't street. These people do not live a street life. Street life, you never. How many big time street dudes you see sleeping in the crack spot? Are you crazy? That's some worker shit right there. It's not a boss. Even the cops was confused, like, wait a minute, what the hell? We came here looking for the robbers, and what was all this dope in the wall? Come on, come on. Sheriff Ron Freeman, he was just as puzzled as everybody else, saying the homeowner is a victim of a serious crime, and we are committed to bringing the suspects to justice. But we must continue to uphold and enforce the law on all aspects of this case. Meaning, we didn't come here looking for the dope, but since you got it. What $1 million rapper lives in the crack house? I mean, come on, man. This is the stash house. Nobody sleeps in the stash house. Now, if you said this was my own personal consumption, that's cool. You might think maybe an ounce of it, but you got a whole closet full of weed. They not getting ready to run you in for having a dime bag. They not getting ready to run you in for having 2 or 3 sandwich bags full of weed. You had so much weed, they had to get the dog out. And I know what you're thinking, man. I was a victim of a crime. Yeah, but you still committing crime, shorty. Come on, man. Now, look, weed ain't as serious as a lot of people make it out to be. But you got to follow the law. You outperforming. Your house get hit. Come find out it's the stash spot. You got a shootout to break out in your crib. And I'm sitting there saying the whole time I'm reading this story, I'm like, wait a minute. Who was the guy with the gun? Or the girl? Who was packing heat? Why did all this go down at her house? Again, it leaves more questions than answers. But since you got to hold this L, Glo-rilla. Because, man, oh my God. I just don't know how this happens. Only in America, like Don King, only in America. You get robbed and you go to jail. Look, man, that's silly. I'm having too much fun with this, but yeah, it says 2 things in life. Don't sleep over in the stash house. And then number 2, give the weed to somebody else. You have millions of dollars. You can get you a prescription. You don't have to do this. Why is this even an option?
Dun, 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 dun. Well, that's the show. Thank you all for joining us. We had a great time. Make sure you smash the like and subscribe button and share the content. This is Big Vern, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.